a little bit. I'm going to bring it over here with me so it's not too loud on here. All right. So it is time for Mother's Day yoga. Let me make sure. Okay, perfect. All right. So I think all of you guys know me, but if you're joining in because someone told you to, my name is Thanecha, and we are going to have a good time this morning, some yoga. So let's let go of any stressful things. I know some of the restaurants and you know, beaches and stuff have opened back up, and that might be exciting to you, or it might be really stressful. So whatever your opinions are about all that, whatever your emotional state, let's just let everything go for a while and do some yoga. And just make sure this message isn't for me. Okay, cool. I'm so glad. All right, guys, let's get started with a few warm-up stretches. As always, if you have done yoga with me before, you're familiar with these. Let's start with our legs out in front. Take a deep breath in, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Let it all go. Allow your head to hang heavy. Take a couple breaths here. Let your back loosen up. Allow yourself to sink a little deeper. Let's sit up tall. Take another deep breath in. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. With your next breath, spread your feet wide. We'll stretch right through the center. Reach your fingertips as far as they'll go. Stretch it out. Take a couple deep breaths. Wake up those inner thighs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands over to your left foot. Gently pull yourself down. Feel that stretch all the way up the back of the left leg. With every exhale, allow yourself to let go a little bit more. Sinking into the pose, letting go of any stress. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back to the center and then over to your right foot and gently pull yourself down. Feel that stretch up the back of your right leg. Allow yourself to keep sinking a little lower. Take a few deep breaths. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back to the center. Reach your fingertips out a little bit further. Find your edge. Stretch it a little further. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Bring it all the way up. Bring the bottom of your feet together. Downed ankle pose. Wrap your hands around your ankles. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press your knees down with your elbows. Open up your hips. Release all that stress and tension that we hold there. If you guys have done my class enough times, you could probably recite this entire warm-up series. It's a great thing to get used to doing, even if you don't have time to do an entire yoga session. If you just do these warm-up stretches, you will feel so much better. With your next breath, bring your left leg out in front. So your right foot is at your left thigh. Place your left hand on your left leg. Bring your right arm all the way back and start to reach your fingertips over towards the top of the mat. Reaching as far as you can. Feeling that stretch all the way up the right side of your body. And whatever thoughts might be on your mind, try to quiet those thoughts and instead focus on what you're feeling. The stretch all the way from your hip, up your side, through your shoulder, your arm, all the way to your fingertips. With your next breath, bring your right hand down to your left foot or your left leg. Fold your chest over your left thigh. Allow yourself to sink a little deeper with each exhale. Focus on your breath. Take nice deep breaths. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Bring your right arm all the way over. Place it on the mat behind you. Place your left hand on your right knee. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, twist. Look back over your right shoulder. Wringing out your spine, releasing those toxins. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist a little bit further as long as it feels okay on your body. As always, listen to what your body is telling you. My back is a little sore this morning, so I'm taking it a little bit easy. With your next breath, come back to the center. We'll switch our feet. Bring your right leg out in front, left foot to your right thigh. Place your right hand on your right leg. Bring your left arm all the way back and start to reach your fingertips over towards the top of the mat. Reaching as far as you can and focusing on feeling that stretch all the way up the left side of your body, from your hip all the way to your fingertips. Feel everything there is to feel. Keep reaching forward with your left hand. With your next breath, bring your left hand down to your right foot or your right leg. Fold your chest over your right thigh. And allow yourself to sink a little deeper with each exhale. Feel every breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Bring your left arm all the way over. Place it on the mat behind you. Place your right hand on your left knee. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, twist. Look back over your left shoulder. Wringing out your spine. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist a little bit further as long as it feels okay on this side. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release. Come back to the center. Bring the bottoms of your feet back together. Bound ankle pose, hands around your ankles. Maybe scoot them in a little bit closer. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, press your knees down a little bit further. Keep opening up the hips. Maybe pull your chest down towards your feet. Really get into the stretch. Focus on your body and getting the most that you can from every single movement, whether it's familiar or brand new. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release. Sit up tall. Bring your feet back out in front. Spread nice and wide. We're going to take one more stretch right through the center. Reaching as far as you can, maybe going a little further than before. If it feels better to you, you can also bring your hands to your feet or your legs and pull yourself down a little further. Whatever feels right for you this morning. And take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Sit up tall. Bring your feet together. Toes pointed. We'll take 2 breaths just like this. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Let everything go. Let your head hang heavy. Tuck your chin to your chest. Stretch out your entire spine. We'll take another breath just like that. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. And for our last warm-up stretch, as always, make one little adjustment. Just flex your feet like there's a wall there. Then take a deep breath in. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, keep your feet flexed. Feel that stretch up the back of your legs. Notice if you feel anything different. Alyssa, I'm still feeling that leg workout from Friday, so I'm gonna need some deep stretches today. Thank you for that. All right, guys, before we get started, I'm just gonna remind everyone again, please listen to your body. Don't feel like you have to push yourself or do what I'm doing if it doesn't feel good to you. And at the same time, as always, challenge yourself. Get a good workout in before you eat whatever you're gonna be eating for Mother's Day. So we're gonna get started this morning in reverse tabletop. So bend your knees. We're gonna bring the hands right behind your lower back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift all the way up as long as it feels okay on your body. Always go as far as it feels right. Think about pressing into the heels of your feet and lifting your hips a little bit higher. We're gonna hold it here for a few breaths. Open up the shoulders. Now, if it feels okay, see if you can drop your head back and look towards the wall behind you. All the time, keep lifting your hips up high. Remember to focus on your breath. Notice whatever challenge you might experience in every pose and breathe through it the best that you can. Let's lift a little bit higher. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. Bring your arms out in front and lift your feet so that your legs are parallel with the ground, boat pose. So here you want to think about lifting your chest up high, keeping your back straight, not rounding down. So keep lifting up. If you need to, you can always keep your fingertips on the back of your legs for a little more support, but think about lifting up through your chest, engaging your core. And if this feels fine for you and you want a little challenge, you can bring your arms up, or you can straighten your legs, or you can do both. We're just gonna stay here for a few more breaths, so play around with it. See what feels right for you and is challenging. Every time I do this and I straighten my legs, they shake, but that's good. We're just challenging our bodies. Wherever you are, take one more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Wrap your arms all the way around the front of your legs. Give yourself a little hug, little squeeze here. Now with your next breath, let's bring the left leg all the way out in front. Cross your right foot over so that it's on the outside of your left thigh. And bring your left elbow to your right knee. Your right hand is behind you on the mat. We're just gonna take a little twist here. Similar to that warm-up stretch. Now with your next breath, we're gonna take this left hand and wrap it around your leg. So as far as it feels right, and it might feel really, really weird. You might not get very far at all, and that's okay. Only if it feels okay on your body here. Take your right hand and wrap it around your back the other way. Reach for your left fingertips. They may or may not touch. Wherever you are is perfectly fine. Just keep reaching. Sit up nice and tall. You may notice that your lungs are a little restricted here. It's harder to get deep breaths, but keep focusing on your breath. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Bring both hands back out in front. Uncross your legs, bring the right leg down. Left foot comes over to the outside of your right thigh. Same thing. Let's bring that left hand behind on the mat. Right elbow comes to the outside of your left knee. And take a little twist. Looking back over your left shoulder. Now again, we're gonna take this right hand, wrap it around the left knee as far as you can. Again, it might feel pretty weird. Listen to your body. And if this feels okay, take that left hand and bring it all the way around and keep reaching for your right fingertips. You think about sitting up nice and tall as you can in this pose. Wherever you are, we're going to take just a couple more deep breaths. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release, bring it back out in front. Uncross your legs. Slowly lower all the way down. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit on the mat. Lower all the way down. Bring your right ankle over your left knee. We're going to do reverse pigeon, opening up those hips. So reach your hands through that open space, grab onto the back of your left leg, and start to just gently pull that left leg in closer. You should be feeling something in your right hip, opening up a little bit, hopefully. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths. And there are a few different things that you can do to go a little deeper into this pose and get more from the stretch. One of those things is flexing your right foot. Just noticing if that changes what you feel. Another, as you're pulling that left leg in closer, press your right elbow into your right knee and open up a little bit further. You should feel a little something in that right hip. And again, whatever you're experiencing, just breathe through it. Whether it's easy or challenging in any pose that we do, focus on your breath. Focus on your body going as far as you can in the moment. Finding a way to challenge yourself. Let's pull that left leg in a little bit closer. Press that right knee out with your right elbow. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Uncross your legs, and we're going to do the other side. Bring that left ankle over your right knee. Reach your hands through that open space to the back of your right leg. And start to gently pull it in. You should feel that left hip opening up. And again, if you want to go a little bit deeper here, you can flex your left foot. My foot may be dirty. Please don't make fun of me. I've been cleaning all night long. I did take a shower though. Keep pulling that right leg in closer. Remember, the other way you can go a little deeper. Press your left elbow into your left knee as you're pulling the right leg in closer. Always take it nice and slow. Listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, don't push it. Very easy to go just a little too far and end up in pain for a couple of days, and I don't want you guys to go through that. Always listen to your body. So we're going to stay here for a few more breaths. Keep pulling that right leg in. Keep that left foot flexed if you want to go a little deeper. And press that left elbow into your left knee. Just a couple more breaths. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Uncross your legs. Rock all the way up. And we're going to swing those legs around and come into tabletop position. Your wrists are directly under your shoulders, knees are directly under your hips. Let's start by bringing that right leg out all the way back. Flex your foot like you're pressing the wall away. And just notice how your body feels right here. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths and just notice if your weight is leaning towards the left, because that's, you know, the leg that's down on the ground. And see if you can square it off a little bit. If you're noticing that your weight is more in one hand than the other, see if you can level it out and keep flexing that right foot. You want to feel the back of your leg engaged. Now with your next breath, lift your left arm all the way out in front. Bird dog pose. So here you want to think about reaching your left fingertips forward as far as you can and pressing back through your right heel. So you're stretching out your spine, elongating it. Your gaze is down at your right hand on the mat, keeping your neck in alignment with your spine. And keep holding it. I know I'm holding these poses a little longer than normal today. It's all good. Keep flexing that right foot. Keep reaching the left fingertips forward. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left hand down, step your right foot up in between your hands on the mat, and lift both arms up. Low crescent moon, slight bend in your back, looking up, and you want to sink down into that right leg. So you're opening up your hip flexor on the left side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can sink a little bit lower. Yep. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring both hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back to meet your left, coming back into tabletop. And with your next breath, stretch that left leg back behind you. Flexing your foot like you're pressing the wall away. And again, we're going to stay here for just a few breaths and just notice where your weight is placed, if you're leaning to one side or the other. And see if you can straighten it out a little bit. Square your hips. Keep flexing that left foot. Try to keep your back straight. And now with your next breath, lift your right arm all the way out in front. Now again, reaching your fingertips forward as far as you can and pressing back through your left heel. Your gaze is down at your left hand on the mat. And this is an active pose. You can very easily just hang out here all day, just like hanging out, or you can really engage. So think about that, getting the most that you can from every single pose. Don't take it easy on yourself, unless you need to. Keep reaching, keep flexing that back foot. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring your right hand down, step your left foot up in between your hands on the mat, and then lift both arms up. Low crescent moon, slight bend in your back, looking up, and sinking down into that front leg, opening up the right hip flexor. And take a few deep breaths. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, sink down a little lower. You can do it. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, lower both hands down. Step your left foot back to meet your right. With your next breath, tuck your toes, shoot your hips up high, downward facing dog. And start to bicycle your legs back and forth, pressing one heel down towards the mat, and then the other. Feeling that stretch maybe in your calves, maybe up the back of your leg, your hamstrings. And again, with every breath, focus on what you're doing. If your goal today is to quiet your mind, to let go of all the things that may be weighing on you, then really focus on your breath, keeping it nice and steady. And if your goal is to challenge yourself physically, see if you can go a little further. Even here in downward facing dog, it's a very familiar pose. Let's see if we can press the heels down, still alternating back and forth. And then think about lifting your hips a little bit higher. And here, your gaze should be back at your knees or your belly button. Your ears are between your biceps. You want to make sure that you're not looking forward or down, but really looking back towards your knees. And with your next breath, shoot your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Let's hold it here for just a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale it back up to the sky. Exhale, cross it over, right knee to your left elbow. Inhale it back up to the sky. We'll hold it here for a couple more breaths. Lift that right foot a little bit higher and see if you can press your left heel down. Stretch it out. Find your edge. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring your right foot down in between your hands on the mat. Keep your left hand down. Lift your right fingertips all the way up. Look up at them. Dragonfly twist. Now here, notice what you're feeling. Notice if your left shoulder is creeping up towards your ear, if you're sinking down into it. If so, press yourself up. Lift up a little bit higher. Notice whatever you're feeling. Let's take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the mat and then lift both arms all the way up. Crescent moon. Slight bend in your back, looking up. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, pivot your back foot so that it's flat. Bring your arms out to a T, warrior two. Staying nice and low in that front leg. Check your alignment. You want to make sure that your knee doesn't pass your ankle. If it does, scoot your front foot forward a little bit. And see if you can sink down a little bit lower. Challenge your legs. I know y'all might have been thinking this is Mother's Day, it's Sunday, it's gonna be a gentle yoga session, but I'm just feeling a little crazy today. So here we are. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, slide your left hand down your left leg, bring your right arm all the way over, exalted warrior. If you'd like to, you can wrap your left arm around your lower back. Keep it nice and low in that front leg. I know it's burning. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, windmill your arms around. Bring your right forearm to your right knee. Left arm all the way over. Supported side angle. And if you want a little challenge, you can straighten that right arm out in front or over in the same direction as your left hand. Keep it nice and low. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Give it a little break. Keep your arms out in a T or bring them back to a T. And pretend you have a string on the middle finger of your right hand, pulling you forward as far as you can go. Feel that deep stretch. And then bring your right hand down towards the inside of your right leg. Left fingertips up. And look up at them. Triangle pose. So here, imagine that you're in between two panes of glass, trying to get your body in one straight line. So bringing your shoulders back in alignment with each other, shifting and adjusting your hips. One nice long line through your body. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, lift back up into that T. We're gonna hold it right here for just a moment, giving you a little bit of a break, not doing anything special. And take a few deep breaths and just notice what you're feeling. Notice if your heart rate is a little elevated, like mine is. Maybe you're starting to sweat a little bit. I am. Just notice what is happening in your body. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bend that front knee, come back into warrior two. See if you can go just a little bit lower. We won't stay here for too long. One more deep breath in. Exhale, windmill your arms down, frame your right foot, step it back to meet your left, and come into plank pose. We're gonna hold it here for a few breaths. Make sure that your back is straight. Your booty should not be up in the air or way down low. It should be nice and straight. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, shoot your hips up high, downward facing dog. Continue bicycling your legs back and forth. See if you can go a little bit deeper. And if it's easy for you to get your heels all the way down to the mat, play around with it. See if you can walk your feet in a little bit. Notice what difference that may make. Or maybe walk them out a little bit further. And just see if that changes anything for you. The goal always is to push ourselves just a little bit out of our comfort zone. And that looks different for every person. You keep bicycling your legs. We're going to stay here for a few more breaths. Now again, think about pressing your heels down, but lifting your hips a little bit higher. Get a little bit deeper here. With your next breath, shoot your left leg all the way up to the sky. Three-legged dog. We'll hold it here for a few breaths. Keep that leg nice and high. Maybe lift a little bit more. Press your right heel down. Stretch it out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale it back up to the sky. Exhale, cross it over, left knee to your right elbow. And inhale it back up to the sky. We're gonna hold it here again. Three-legged dog, just a couple more breaths. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left foot down in between your hands on the mat. And lift both arms up for crescent moon. Slight bend in your back, looking up. Staying nice and low in that front leg. Find your challenge. And again, notice your breath. So much of yoga is not about what we do in each pose physically. It is, but a lot of it is also the breath. Keeping yourself connected to that. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, pivot your back foot so that it's flat. Bring your arms out to a T, warrior two. Looking over the middle finger of your left hand. Nice and low in that front leg. Again, check your alignment. You don't want your knee to pass your ankle, so adjust if you need to. And breathe through whatever you might start feeling. I did leg day with Alyssa on Friday, and I'm feeling some stuff here. And if you are too, know that you're not alone. Just breathe through it. Challenge yourself. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower. You thought I was going to bring you out of it. Not yet. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, slide your right hand down your right leg. Bring your left arm all the way over. Exalted warrior. If you want to, you can wrap that right arm around your back, but stay low in that front leg. I know it's burning. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, windmill your arms around. Bring your left forearm to your left knee. Right arm all the way over. Extended side angle. And again, if you want a little more of a challenge, you can bring that left arm out in front or the other way so that it's facing the same direction as your right hand. Notice the difference that makes in your front leg. I'm feeling it. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring your arms back to a T and straighten that front leg. Whew, give it a break. With your next breath, pretend there's a string on the middle finger of your left hand, pulling you forward as far as you can go. Feel that stretch. Hold it there for just a moment. Then bring your left hand down towards the inside of your left leg. Right fingertips up in the air, look up at them. Triangle pose. So again, here, imagine that you're in between two panes of glass. So if you see that your right shoulder is kind of down, bring it back. Try to get it in alignment with your left shoulder. One nice long line through your body. Same thing with your hips. Try to bring that right hip back towards the left. Left hip pushes forward a little bit. Notice whatever you might be feeling in your body. And take a couple more deep breaths. With your next breath, lift all the way back up, arms out in a T. We're gonna keep that front leg straight for just a moment. And just take a couple breaths, just like we did on the other side. Bringing your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. Noticing again if your heart rate is elevated. Noticing what you're feeling in your body, what muscles you're engaging. Just noticing whatever is there for you. Slow everything down. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bend that front knee back into warrior two. Just a few breaths. Keep it nice and low. Don't cheat yourself. One more deep breath in. Exhale, windmill your arms down. Frame your left foot. Step it back to meet your right, coming back into plank pose. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Feel the strength in your hands on the mat. Feel all of your fingertips pressing down into the mat. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat and press back into child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Gently close your eyes. Here your knees can be together or they can be spread the width of the mat, whatever feels better for you right now. And your arms can be reached out in front. Or if you'd like to, you can bring your hands around towards your ankles or your heels. And just take a few deep breaths with your eyes closed. Just notice in this moment what is there. Feel your heartbeat. Take slow, deep breaths. Slow everything down. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat and press yourself back up into tabletop. Let's take a few cat-cows. Inhale as you arch your back and look forward for cow. Exhale as you round your back, pull your belly button towards your forehead for cat. Inhale as you arch your back. And exhale as you round your back. Keep going along with your breath for just a few moments. You can take any little twists that feel good. Stretch out your sides a little bit, wiggle around. It's kind of great to be at home doing this because there's no, feeling of self-consciousness or anything like that. Sometimes it's in classes we can worry about what other people are thinking. Nobody even cares. Everyone is paying attention to their self. So just know that you have the freedom to wiggle around, do what you need to. And nobody's judging you. With your next breath, come back to a neutral tabletop position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes, shoot your hips up high, downward facing dog, and walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Come into a forward fold. Bring your hands around to the back of your legs and just pull yourself in. Feel that nice deep stretch. Take a couple breaths. With your next breath, lift all the way up, reach your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, bring your palms together and slide them down to your heart. Allow your thumbs to rest on your chest. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the strength in your body. However you might have challenged yourself so far, give yourself credit and acknowledgement for that. And wherever you might have gone a little easy on yourself, give yourself grace for that. There's nothing wrong with however you are right now. Your next breath, start to gently open your eyes. As always, I love to do a balancing pose or two. So start to shift your weight into your left foot. Feel all the corners rooted down. And then when you're ready, start to fold over the left leg as you bring your right leg behind you for warrior three. Now here again, you can always find ways to go a little bit further. You can focus on flexing that right foot. Maybe bringing the right hip down a little bit, squaring it off with the left. Or maybe start to play around with your arms, bringing them out to the side like an airplane. Or behind you. Or all the way out in front. Notice what that changes in your balance. Notice what that standing leg is telling you. Mine's yelling at me right now. It's all good. Now with your next breath, bring your hands down to the mat and keep that right leg lifted and lift as high as you can as you bring your chest down towards your left thigh. Standing splits. Trust that you have support in your hands and allow that right leg to lift just a little bit higher. Whatever that looks like for you right now, find your edge, hold it there. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, lower your right foot all the way back down. Bring your hands around to the back of your legs again. Give yourself that little stretch, forward fold. And if your knees are bent, that's totally fine too. Do what feels right on your body. With your next breath, lift all the way back up, reaching your fingertips up. Exhale, bring your palms together, slide them back down to your heart. And start to shift your weight into your right foot. Feeling all those corners rooted down. And when you're ready, fold over the right leg as you bring your left leg behind you. Warrior three. Now again, maybe play around here. Focus on flexing your left foot. Maybe bring that left hip down a little bit. Square it off with your right. Notice what area of your body you're challenging right now. And maybe start to play around with your arms, bringing them out to the side. And you can stay wherever it feels right for you. You can move them around, maybe bring them behind you, or all the way in front. Notice what you feel in your standing leg. Maybe check in with your left foot, see if it's still flexed or not. And with your next breath, bring your hands down to the mat. Keep that left foot up high as you bring your chest down towards your right thigh. And keep lifting that left foot up for standing splits. Now again, trust the support in your hands and find a way to challenge yourself. It's there for you. Lift that left leg a little bit higher. Keep it going. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left foot all the way back down. Let's take a nice deep bend in the knees and straighten the legs. And take another bend and straighten them one more time. With your next breath, walk your hands all the way back out in front. Coming into plank pose, last plank of the day. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat and press back into child's pose. Give yourself a break. Bringing your forehead down to the mat. Gently close your eyes. Again, your knees can be together or spread the width of the mat. And your arms can be reached out in front, or you can bring them all the way around towards your heels or your ankles. Whatever feels best. Allow yourself to just settle in for a moment. Acknowledge yourself for whatever you experienced today, whatever challenge. And it's not always physical. Some people are used to doing very extreme, fast-paced yoga classes. And sometimes what's challenging for one person physically isn't for another. But they may have a challenge in their mind, just quieting everything down. Whatever you faced today, acknowledge yourself for facing that. Notice your breath. Intentionally slow it down. And then check in with your body. Notice if it's asking for additional movements or stretches. And with your next breath, begin to lift yourself up and take whatever movements or stillness feels right on your body. If you don't have anything specific, but you want to keep moving, you can come into an inversion of your choice. Anything with your feet above your heart helps with anxiety. It helps if you can't sleep. So some examples are happy baby. You can grab onto your feet with your hands, roll around like a happy little baby. Not a care in the world. Nobody to impress. Just chilling. Or if you'd like to do a shoulder stand, you can bring your hands to your lower back. Lift your hips and your feet into the air. Or if a headstand or a handstand is in your practice, you are welcome to do one of those. And any movements that feel right on your body. And take all the movements that you need. And when you feel whole and complete, like you've done everything that your body is asking you to do, you can gently lay all the way back into Shavasana, our final resting pose. And this is whatever is most comfortable to you. You can have your legs flat on the mat, arms down by your sides. You can have your knees butterflied out if that feels better. Or you can have your legs lifted up if you have a little too much pressure on your lower back. Whatever is most comfortable to you. And there's no rush to get there. Do whatever you need to do. Honor your body and what it's asking of you. But when you do get there, allow yourself to settle in. Close your eyes. Feel every muscle that's pressing into the mat. Notice in this moment where your thoughts may be drifting to. But give yourself just a few moments of stillness. I know you're at home, you may be thinking of other things to do and you don't want to be still and just lay here. There's no one watching you. But I implore you, take a few minutes to just be still. To check in with yourself. To notice not only what you're feeling physically, but to notice the thoughts that are there. Yoga opens up a lot of things in our bodies. The poses are meant to release stress and tension. And sometimes what they open up, we're not really ready for. Sometimes it comes with an emotional outcome too. But allow yourself to check in and feel whatever there is to feel right now. Whether it's a feeling of peace, love, whether it's a feeling of exhaustion, maybe irritation. You might have thought this was going to be a really gentle session today, and maybe it wasn't meeting your expectations, or maybe you feel really energized right now. Whatever's there, allow yourself to experience it. And notice where your thoughts go. And wherever they might be right now, shift your focus and attention and think about this day and what it symbolizes. Mother's Day. The one day of the year when we really focus on the person that brought us into the world. And yeah, she probably didn't do it by herself. But to honor and acknowledge our mothers for everything that they had to go through for us, for the full-time job that motherhood is. So for these next few moments with your eyes closed, allow yourself to slip into a state of love, of joy, thinking of your mom and everything that she has done for you. I know some of you may not have a great relationship with your mom, but just know that even when parents or anyone, when they do things that maybe don't make sense or that hurt us, know that in those moments they did the best they could with what they had, with their emotional level, with their finances, with their patience. So allow yourself to focus on maybe just a few memories of your mom, smile, a special occasion. And let yourself feel love for her. And if you don't know your mom, just send a little love out there anyway. Or maybe love to the person that raised you. And just for a few minutes, let that be your focus. Love and gratitude. Let everything else go for just a few more moments.
With your next breath, begin to gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing a little movement back into your body. Reach your hands all the way overhead. Take a nice full body stretch like you're just waking up from a nice little nap. Bring your knees to your chest, give them a gentle squeeze. Roll around a little bit on your lower back, massaging your back and your kidneys. And then roll over to whichever side feels most comfortable to you right now. And take just a moment and thank yourself for taking this time for yourself today. A little time for your mind, your body, and your spirit. And when you're ready, come up into a comfortable seated position with your eyes gently closed. And take a few more deep breaths and feel the imprint of your practice today, whatever you might have gotten from it, or received, or experienced. And as you go throughout this day and this week, maybe send out a little more love to your mom or to the person or people that raised you. If you have the opportunity, maybe get together with them in person or send them a message and let them know how much you appreciate them. And forgive. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. I want to thank you all so much for being here today on Mother's Day and spending this time with me. The light in me sees and acknowledges and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know about you guys. I am sweating. But thank you all so much for joining me. It was so great to have all of you guys on here. I see lots of you have signed in, and I hope that you were all able to do a little yoga with me. So thank you guys so much. Oh, thank